I am really looking forward to today's video where I'll be sharing with you my empties from November. So I'm looking at skincare, I'm looking at body care, hair care, and a few miscellaneous items. Hi, welcome back to Selfcare Karen. It's lovely to have you here. I've got some empties that I want to share with you today, a good variety. Before I get into that, I just wanted to remind you, if you are not a stranger to my channel, or tell you for the first time if this is your first time visiting me here, that this channel is just part of a wider brand, and it's all about empowering busy women to feel their best and give their best. And I have a website. I also sell digital items on Etsy. So if you haven't checked out my shop, please make sure you do so. If you do want to get a discount for the shop, visit my website. You'll find details below, and if you sign up to my mailing list, then you'll get a discount over on Etsy. On Etsy, I sell things like personalized skincare recommendations. I sell a lot of resources around meditation and also EFT, which you might know as tapping. And I also sell lots of products for just like sorting out your life, like planners and journals and what have you. So yeah, if you haven't done so already, please take a look at my shop, and if you want a discount, then think about signing up to my mailing list. Okay, so we're in November, and these are my empties for this month of November, coming towards the end of the year. Maybe not as many as usual, but I feel like it's a good range. So let's get into it. I'm starting off with skincare. This is from Superdrug, their Me Plus range, which is kind of like their version of the Inky List. I kind of get that vibe from the packaging. Anyway, that's the retinol serum that is on the floor. Fortunately, it hasn't spilled anywhere because it's an empty. I have done actually an in-depth video about that serum and about another skincare item from one of Superdrug's own brands. It's an SPF. So that video has not gone live yet, but it'll be going live very soon. So if you're watching this video sometime in the future, the link will be here. If you want to get notified of when that video goes live and you've not subscribed already, now's a really good time to hit that like, subscribe, notifications bell, and then you will be set. Okay, I also have 3 empties from Primark, which is like a budget retailer, which is called something different. I can't remember what, in Ireland. And then it's Primark in continental Europe. And I like to get their skincare every now and again. And I got some of these because they were on offer. You can see that one was half price. So I tried a Squalane cream mask. You know what? I don't think it's anything to do with Primark. This skincare ingredient is supposed to be really moisturising. Never does anything for my skin. If anything, I believe it dries it out. So that is a fail. From me, the niacinamide nose strips really did not work. If I compare them to the Biore ones, these were a fail too. And probably the best of the 3 that I tried was this glycolic acid peel-off mask. It's been a really long time since I have tried a peel-off mask. I didn't kind of feel a sudden softening of the skin, or because it's supposed to exfoliate, right? This has got glycolic acid and lactic acid. But yeah, I mean, it's not a fail, but it wasn't revolutionary either. So those 3 empties. Moving on to kind of toiletries / body care. This is an empty from Lidl. Lidl is, I believe, a German budget groceries store, but they do really good dupes in their beauty section, just like the other one Aldi do. This is Sweet's Ginger Lily, okay, bath and shower gel with moisturizers by Thien, which is their own brand. And this is an amazing dupe for the Molten Brown Heavenly Ginger Lily, which I absolutely adore. I actually, used to use it all the time, maybe about 15 years ago. It's been going for a long time. But this was an amazing dupe, and I think this was a couple of pounds versus, whatever, the £15 or something for a shower gel from Molten Brown, which I think is a ridiculous amount to spend on something that is just about washing your skin. So yeah, really like this. Gave good bubbles as well. Was a nice, not amazing bubbles, but just okay. This was an amazing bathing experience though. Not so much from Hip Kids. I suddenly thought, are they trying to be like hip as in hip, you know, hip and trendy and stuff. Anyway, I don't know. I used to use hip for, you know, it's organic. I felt, you know, like good mum doing all that. Recently I bought some of their, what is this? 2-in-1 soft and smooth all-in-one wash with organic almond extract. The smell, not really of almond. It kind of smells a bit more appley to me. And you know what? I didn't like this at all. Doesn't sud. Right, so it's not great for like getting bubble baths, which is what my son is after at the moment. And also when I've used this on his hair, it takes forever to wash out. So this is not good because he doesn't like having his hair washed, like I guess a lot of kids don't. So yeah, I'm not recommending that. I will not be repurchasing. I also have this little single-use plastic, at least I think it's, yeah, you can't even get the top off. This is Tokyo Milk by Margot Elena. It's their body lotion. This was in a hotel that I stayed in recently in the Renaissance Fira in Barcelona, and the Renaissance brand often have this, or Renaissance, depending on how you're saying it, often have this as their amenity. All the other products in the room were full size, and those that, like, with notices saying if you take us away we'll charge you, but this was still a small size single use, which I believe they're all trying to move away from, because obviously from a ecological perspective it's terrible and I can't refill this. But anyway, the smell is very nostalgic to me because I used to travel a lot and stay in a lot of Renaissance hotels. So yeah, this is fine, but you know, it's empty. And then moving on to kind of like the miscellaneous section, I did a video a few months ago about trying to find a copycat perfume for Stella by Stella McCartney, which had been discontinued, and you can link to that video here. I've since done a second video, but I'll link to the first one here, and then, you know, if you're interested, where I talk about this très bien impression of Stella Rose, and it's like a balm, or it was a balm, which these are absolutely fantastic for travel because they're not liquids, right? So they, you know, you don't have to treat them in that way unless they get very hot and then they melt. Unfortunately though, this was not a très bien impression of Stella. So, and you can't buy it anymore anyway. I've looked everywhere, but because I was thinking maybe they do other fragrances that I could try out. But anyway, so this is now an empty. I might actually keep the tin and use it for future travel because it is so handy. Okay, I have also done a video on these teeth whitening strips by Hi Smile, and I'll link that video here. And then my final product for you this month is Nutrice Ultra Cream, and again I have done an in-depth video on this, which will be coming up in just a few weeks. Yeah, beginning of December I think it's going live, or yeah, first few days of December, maybe not the first video because that'll be this video. Yeah, so I review that, and I often do hair care products, particularly dyes. If you want to see the playlist, I'll link the playlist up here. So yeah, that's the month of November for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please consider liking the video, putting in a comment, engaging, subscribing. All of that stuff sends out really, really positive messages to the YouTube algorithm, and that means that they will show my video to more people, which is great because I am trying to grow my channel. If you do have any suggestions of beauty products that you would like me to try out, or indeed on Mondays I upload, at the moment I'm focusing on emotional freedom techniques, tapping videos. If you've got any topic suggestions, then just pop me a comment below. I do get back to everyone, and yeah, it's been lovely having you here. Remember, you are in perfect time. See you soon.